Anuerism 4, the philosophical methodology supported by shroom wine connoisseurs, communist cannibals, and Big Brother Cortex. Here in A4, the struggle is real. It isn't unlikely the moment you make something of yourself, some down on his luck schmuck is gonna blow your head off and take everything. For example, I once had 2 flesh-eating illegal money printers, making me obscenely wealthy. But while I was opening my apartment door, a zealot painted said door with my vital organs. Safe to say I lost all my possessions and money. I even uninstalled the game afterwards. Obviously that didn't last long, but it did teach me a lesson. Suburbia is worth it. If you've got the money, immediately get a house far away from zealots, especially if you're doing illegal stuff. My current hustle is checking various vents and seeing how much they sell skull sterling for. I then buy low, sell high, or commit fraud by manipulating the market and buying it for 10 then selling it for 40. You see, pocketing change from buying at 12 and selling at 21 is nice and all, but this ain't a hobby, it's a hustle. I constantly dive into dumpsters like how flies dive into dung, searching for cancer pods to then grow into shrooms to then turn into shroom wine. The trash to shroom pipeline is very precarious, but it pays like wartime if pulled off. The shroom wine is then used to change the prices of vents, getting money from both turning in sterling and wine. The new update brought changes to Metalworks, Jars, Bottles, and Jankum. To be specific, it replaced Jars' Bottles, made Jankum create leftovers, and completely reworked Metalworks. While I really do like what they did with Bottles and Jankum, they really porked Metalworks and Distillery with the bug that came with the update. The bug meant you could basically get no money or andesite game when doing either, so the best thing you could do was just wait for wartime or literally do laundry. As a neutral faction member, you can either be a liquidator, dealer, or banker. Liquidators are supposed to fight the rot, but they often just profit from fixing things they break. Dealers are just weak soy bankers that can use the dealer net, but only the dealer net. And the banker is the ultimate capitalist, which should only be pursued by people that already have money, as it is best to be a banker with a shop, as people will know where to find you. Bankers can bank money for other people so they don't lose it when they die, as well as they can use the dealer net. The corpseman, or medic, heals everybody, acting as a lifeline for both scum and Cortex. As a Cortex member, you can either be a Sanitar, Controller, or Limitator. Sanitars are the cooler brother of the Liquidator, as they can do everything they can do and everything a Controller can do. A Controller is at the bottom of the barrel as a Cortex, as Sanitars outnumber them and Liquidators have triple the health and power armor, with the only thing going for them is the ability to commend people, giving out basically participation awards. The Limitator is easily in the top 3 most powerful fates, in second only to the horrendous Vomit Coffin. This conclave nationalist takes 20 anamnesites and has its own internal ranking system. Limitators are such immovable mountains that people don't even care whether they get a limit as one, since no one would even dare start a fight with them. Through Anuerism, I have found many schemes for money. 1. Paying people to kill them. It's easy during wartime, but as a Cortex member, you find a prole and a banker, then pay the prole, which then banks his money, then get the prole to hit you. Then execute his limit. It earns you 8 credits each time and 80% of an andesite. 2. Shroom Farming Plus. Farm shrooms while also buying skull sterling. When selling shroom wine, sell sterling its highest price. Nice, it's easy, and it nets you about 30 credits per shroom if you're lucky and stocked up on sterling. 3. As a liquidator, team up with the scum, so they break something, then you fix it, then you move on to the next thing. Amount of money completely depends on what you're fixing and how much you fix. Cameras are my recommended option. 4. Self-harvesting. It requires you to have a filled pot, a cancer pod, somewhere secluded, and something to harvest bodies. You put the cancer pod in the pot, then you feed it rapidly until you die. Go back to the place, harvest your body, then do it again and again. This will give you about 5 to 7 human meat each, not shroom, which then can be sold for very cheap, since there were no suicides involved. And finally, 5. Baiting people into picking up contraband. Literally just put some skull sterling on the ground somewhere noticeable, then search the person who picked it up, then shoot them. Honorable mention to stabbing people as a medic, then healing them. It's not great, but it works. And that concludes the video! I'm very new to posting videos like this, so tell me how I can improve in the comments. See ya!